The world's richest man is going to buy one of the world's biggest social media platforms, Twitter, in a stunning turn of events that came together very quickly in the last couple of weeks. Just moments ago, trading of Twitter shares halted. Elon Musk of SpaceX and Tesla fame agreeing to buy Twitter for $54.20 a share. That was his best and final offer, he had said. Of course, we know that Musk has long said Twitter needs to be reformed. He says it has muzzled free speech. Very active on the social media platform, by the way, with more than 82 million followers. He's a man who says that Twitter is muzzling some of the things people want to say. And now, in this audacious bid, it's gone through and he is buying Twitter. The question is, what is it going to mean for Twitter and its future? Ritesh Kotak is standing by, a tech analyst. We've been talking to him a lot in the last couple of weeks about this. What do you think, Ritesh?
Wow. I guess you don't believe it until it actually happens. Look, this is something that we predicted was going to happen. All the signs were there from the stuff that Elon was tweeting out, what members of the board put out. Last week, they deployed the poison pill as well. So we knew that this was coming. It was either going to be a take it or leave it offer, and it seems like they took it.
What does it mean for Twitter users?
So this is going to be really interesting. I think as you mentioned, Todd, this idea around what you can and can't say on the platform. There's going to be a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. Elon's talked about making Twitter private because it's publicly listed now. He's talked about adding in new features, but also there's this concern, I guess, around what does content moderation look like in the future? Is it going to be relaxed? Are people going to have the ability to say whatever they want? Are people that have been kicked off the platform going to be invited back on? These are all big question marks, but he's kind of been leaning towards open up the platform.
So the deal is worth about $44 billion, give or take, as a little bit of change on the side, Ritesh. I'm curious, though, whether you think there's the potential of this at all backfiring in the following way. I know there's a lot of concern at Twitter headquarters about what this will mean for them, but also some users of Twitter who may disagree with this move and may choose to leave the platform altogether. What do you think? Is that exaggerated? What do you make of it?
So let's start with people wanting to. Are they going to leave the platform? I don't think so. I think you might have people that do end up leaving in protest. But I think for the most part, I think Twitter is actually not going to suffer from a mass exodus. I think if anything, there might actually be an increase in renewed I guess optimism with respect to the platform. But on the flip side, like management, and there's a big question mark. What does this mean for the future of management within Twitter? He's clearly stated that his disdain for the way Twitter has been run, the fact that now it's gone from public to private. So what does that really mean? It means that there's going to be less oversight, less scrutiny, and Elon is going to be the head of this platform, which is considered the virtual town square.
Yeah, well said. And he has been a fierce critic of Twitter, even on Twitter itself, going after the company for all of those 83 million followers of his, who in some cases very much enjoy what he says and all the sort of the bombs verbally that he throws at Twitter and others on the social media platform. I just want to read a quick quote that came from Elon Musk announcing the deal here, Ritesh. He says, quote, "Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy. Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated." He says he wants to make Twitter better than ever. So you get a bit of a sense of what that might actually mean. Can you cut through it, though? What do you make of that?
Yeah, so look, right now the deal is fresh, and this is clearly what Elon has been stating. But it's important to note, right? Free speech doesn't mean you can go on and say whatever you want to say on the platform. There are, reasonable limitations to what you can say, and that's what a democracy or democratic society's all about. You don't censor individuals, but at the same time, there are reasonable limits to what you can and can't say. And the question is going to be is how far is the pendulum going to swing? On the one hand, you have intense regulation and content moderation, and on the flip side, you have this laissez-faire, open approach. And the big question, Todd, is going to be where's that pendulum swinging to?
Yeah, well said. Thanks, Ritesh, for this. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ritesh Kotak with his take. Again, Elon Musk buying Twitter.